hang on. I'm just got to fix the stuff in YouTube, if you can hear me. Hopefully you can. I think I have Streamlabs fixed again. And the only thing I just have to fix is that it's not uploading my description in my video, but that's a small thing I can fix later, and it'll start to do that again. Okay. And sorry if that black eagle is here again, saying that I'm clicking instead of talking. Okay, let's see. I have to click, or YouTube won't let they want certain things on the stream, and so I have to fix it. Okay. All right, now it should be good. Hey, it's working. The chat is working. Great, everything's working. Hey there, Angie. Thank you for becoming a Deputy Rambler. Hi, Norma. Hi, Leisha. Hi, Whisper to Me. Hi, Leah Jane. Hi, Hurricane Hunter. Hi, Norma. Hi, Eva. Flower Girl. Kathy. I've been catching up on everything I missed. Oh, boy. I look like... I'm tired. I'm white as a sheet. Mrs. McJagger, Mary Kim, Brendy, Sarah A., Karen, Lisa. I just have to make my chat window bigger here. Hold on a minute. There we go. A little bigger. Hey, thank you, Gail Clark. Okay, let's see here. Pellets and Pugs. April, hi. Ivy Lynn, Danielle. Where was I? Foxy Bot. I don't know what she did with those kids. Yeah. It's not good. It's not good. And the stepmother, has everybody seen the interview with the stepmother of Gannon? Hi, sorry. Hi, Robin. Hi, I see you. I see me. Hi, Julie. Hi, Jesse. What's what I do? Mary Kim, got you guys. Apple Snapple. Miley. Oh my gosh. Still have a little bit of my headache. Oh my gosh. I can blame that one on Jimmy. Potter. Norma, how are you? Betty Barclay, hello there from South Wales. Gail Clark. Linda, Dawn Ripley, hi, Flower Girl, Aries Girl. Gianna. Sarah, how are you? The Irishman is great. Oh, thanks, Sarah. Hey. Lexi, Norma. So, okay, which one should we go over first? Did you read Fotis' note? Did you read his words? Hi, Nana Patty. Hi, Tamlin. Hi, Honey Badger. Hi, Peggy Sue. Deb on the Move. Hi, Jen. Hello there. Whisper to Me. Who else did I think I got every. If I missed you, I'm Roya, Karen, Tamlin. I think I got everybody here. But did you get your key fob? I was ready to kill him. You didn't even, but it was like as if somebody was trying to show me how dangerous it was, because I would have to get into the driver's side and then pull the door open, but to hit the back, there's not even, you can't open the back with a key to get the lift gate to go. It doesn't work that way. So you can't just click it and unlock it and use the power thing and go up because you don't have the key fob. So you've got to go around to the front. You've got to open the door. Then you've got to you've got to reach in and hit the thing that's on the console to open the back. Meanwhile, these vans are parked like right next to me. And all I'm thinking, they're just going to come in and grab me, right? All they have to do is swing their door open. And I'm like, I have like some really PTSD from everything that's been happening to me. And all I'm saying is, I can't believe he would take those off. They have never been off that keychain since we bought the car. What in his right mind would he do that for? Oh my gosh, did they? Yes, Hennessy, they ate the chicken for like an hour straight. You've never seen people eat chicken like that. Okay. Why won't you have to? I think you raise it up. There's a sliding thing, I think. So, yeah, I was really, really upset with that. That was ridiculous. And even because I said I had been talking to Daybell's on the phone, and I'm like, okay, here I am at Michael's. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go in now. And then I'm like, where's my key fob? I'm going to kill Jimmy. I have to get off the phone with you. I'm going to kill him. And I'm pretty sure she said I would too. I don't want to put words in her mouth, but I'm fairly certain she said that. Either that or I can see why. High Purple Passion. Hey, Carol. I bet you needed to air out the van. Oh, the Popeyes? No, the Popeyes wasn't that bad. It was pretty well sealed up. So let's look at Fotis', hey Lisa, Fotis' note that he left, and then I've got a lot to say about that Stepmother's interview. I'm sorry. There are some major red flags in that interview. If you haven't seen that interview, you should see that interview. Okay, so let's... But I missed a lot while I was out shopping. Okay, he wrote it out longhand, in pen on a piece of loose leaf paper. I wonder when he wrote the note, did he write the note when he was in the car? When she was at the store? Was he worried that she was going to come back and catch him? I mean, did he have the note written? I don't know. So weird. Okay, hang on. Come on, Mr. Note. I'll put his note up. Looks like a kid's homework assignment. It's not so neat as the other writing that he had. Look, it knows I went to Michael's. It's showing Michael's. Okay. At least Streamlabs is working again. soon as the photo opens. Come on. Come on. Okay, so let me make this a little larger for you. Okay, it says hi. Excuse me, sorry, it doesn't say hi. It says all. If you are reading this, I am no more. I refuse to spend even an hour more in jail for something I had nothing to do with. Enough is enough. If it takes my head to end this, so be it. I want it to be known that Michelle Draconis had nothing to do with Jennifer's disappearance, and neither did Kent Mawhinney. I asked the state to let them free of any such accusations. I also asked the state to stop harassing my friends, Andreas, whatever his last name is, and Anna Curry. They are honorable people. Please let my children know that I love them. I would do anything to be with them, but unfortunately, we all have our limits. The state will not rest until I rot in jail. My attorney can explain about what my attorney can explain what happened with the bags on Albany Avenue. Everything else is a story fabricated by the law enforcement. I want to thank all my family and friends that stood by me this difficult time. I think he was writing it in the car and he was like losing it at this point. Above all, Anna Curry, I'm sorry for letting you down and not continuing the fight. Fotis. So hopefully you saw that. You couldn't see his signature. Let me see. There you go. Fotis. Did he really write the note? I think someone knocked him out of the car. Did he really write the note? I think someone knocked him out in the car and left it running. Knocked him out in the car and left it running. No. He wrote that note. Hi, Allison. Oh, my notifications. I'll unsubscribe to some other channels I don't watch. Okay, Lisa, get a drink. Apparently, he had no faith in his own attorney. I wonder how they're going to explain the bags on Albany Avenue. I really want to hear that. And I love how he thinks he has the power just to ask the state to, just let them go. Just let them go. Gannon is missing. Yeah, we're going to talk about Gannon's stepmother's interview in a second. Okay, so that's the deal with Fotis. That's his note. There were not separate notes for his children, so maybe it was a spur of the moment kind of a thing. And he just, wrote that because he is missing a word there. It does sound like maybe he's becoming, affected by the carbon monoxide. Why? Why is Sharon on the ceiling? Sharon, why are you on the ceiling? I have to know why Sharon's on the ceiling. Does anyone know why Sharon's on the ceiling? I think so, Potter. Does anybody know why Sharon's on the ceiling before I go on to the next thing? He entered his ex-wife's life. I think he printed that in a hurry before he got in the car. Can you call in? Yeah, sure. Hang on. I'll give you the number. Hold on. You have a phone on the ceiling? I'll get you a line. Hold on. Uh-oh. Sharon's on the ceiling. Should I put it? I'm just going to put the number in the Slack. Can I just put the number in the Slack? In the moderator thing? Can you get it there? Hang on. Where's my Slack? Right there. Come on, Slack. Let's go. Okay, hang on. Okay, it's in Slack. Hey, Brenda. Hey, CYT Crazy. Where's Crazy Cat Lady? I hope she's okay. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Licia. He does write like a female. Hey, Grace. Hi, Donna. You have raccoon duty tonight? Oh, boy. You got him? Not in your hands, I hope. Hi, Sunflower Brown. Oh, we're going to talk about Gannon in a minute. We're going to talk about Gannon. We got Sharon calling in because she's on the ceiling. We have to find out why Sharon is on the ceiling. Hi, Jenny D. You looked for it at work? Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed it all while I was away, so I had to catch up when I got home. The note had more emphasis on Mawini. Right. Yeah, than his children, right? It's just like I would be with them, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do kind of thing. Not like I would fight to them for the ends of the earth to clear my name and be with my children again. We are going to talk about that interview. Yes, that's very loads of red flags going up there. Oh boy. You were watching 2020 Ted Bundy? Amber? That sounds like it almost rhymes. I was watching 2020 Ted Bundy. Hey Norma. Sharon?
Yeah.
Okay, you're on the ceiling?
Oh, man. I've got my fingernails and toenails. I'm hanging from the ceiling. I'm that mad.
What's going on?
Well, okay, you know about the whole mirror thing and how I got hurt and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Well, as a consequence of having one of the back surgeries where they went through my side to get down to my spine where they could fuse, they put cages at 3 levels.
Mm-hmm.
That was before they did the next surgery 2 days later and the next surgery 2 days after that. But anyway, they went through my side. As I was recovering, I ended up with a hernia where the incision was on my side. So my descending colon ended up just under my skin on the left side of me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I had a huge hernia there. It had gone through the psoas muscles and all these other muscles, and there it was. And it could be pushed back, but it would come right back out again. So it's a super complicated surgery. So this doctor says, oh, well, I really want to use the Da Vinci robot in order to fix this because it's really complicated.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like thinking to myself, oh, I really don't want to use that. There was something about it that I just didn't like. But I just finally said, fine and dandy. So, I had to wait like a couple of months before the Da Vinci was available.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went in to have it done, and they did the surgery, and I woke up, and I felt funny, and they transferred me, upstairs. I was supposed to be at the hospital for 5 days, but I didn't. I actually left the next day, but anyway, because the doctor forgot to leave me orders for pain medication, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I had like 5 incisions, and they're going to not give me anything
Right.
because he didn't leave orders. They offered me Tylenol, which I just kind of looked at. I'm like, yeah, right, get away from me. But anyway, my husband just opened the mail, believe it or not, and he said, so I've got something you might find interesting, and it's a bill, okay?
Uh-huh.
Well, let me, before I get to that, let me just say, I kept saying, man, I'm in terrible pain. I've got so much pain. It was terrible. And then it was weird. Because I had one of my shoulders done, and they had done what's called a nerve block.
Mm-hmm.
So when they were done with my shoulder, my whole arm was like completely dead, like next to my side, just like waving around like it was rubber dead. Well, I had a similar feeling in my abdomen. And I thought, this is really weird. Why in the world would I feel this way? And in the morning, the people came to do the rounds. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but not my doctor. These were associates or whatever.
Right.
And I said, did he do a nerve block?
Mm-hmm.
And the one doctor says, well, I don't know. There was something about one of the nerves. And I says, well, what nerve? And she told me, and I wrote it down, and I couldn't find it. And I said, well, because I don't have feeling here, but I'm in a lot of pain, so it doesn't make sense to me. Well, it turned out that they use these things called trocars when they do the surgery, and what they look like are those metal tent stakes, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
and they make an incision on your skin, and then they stab you with these things, okay, and they go down inside. Well, the third one that they stabbed into me severed
Oh,
the
you told me,
subcostal
yeah.
nerve.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it severed the subcostal nerve in my abdomen for all you nurses and whatever out there. It's a good-sized nerve. It's not a little nerve. It's a good-sized nerve. And consequently, they severed it, and so I had like this electrical storm going off in my belly all the time, but I also lost all the feeling from about half of my tummy, and it wraps around to my hip. That's all dead. My belly button, as a consequence, since none of the muscles are working, my belly button is now 1.5 inches to the right. It should be in the middle. It's not. It's to the right. Do you know that we just got a bill? Do you know that this surgeon actually charged me for his error?
Oh. How long ago was the surgery?
Almost a year ago, exactly. It's today, a year ago.
Oh, wow.
So we got a statement of benefits today, okay? I don't owe because the insurance company picked it up,
Mm-hmm.
but the unmitigated gall of this guy to charge me for hurting me? Are you kidding me? I wasn't really going to sue this guy. I was just going to let it go. I was just going to let it go and say shit happens, okay? Pardon my language. But now, game on. I'm not kidding you. This just I am so angry. I just can't even tell you. I am so angry. I can't even believe that this guy, it says incision of abdominal nerve. Oh, really? I got charged for it. Like $3,500 for it.
That's a bargain. Yeah, wow.
That's where insurance dollars are going, everybody. Okay? If they screw up and they charge you for it.
That's you'll
So
get the
anyway.
ones you'll get the ones that say I've heard that they go like this. Well, that's why they call it a practice. They're not. They're
Yeah,
going
well.
to make mistakes. They're not perfect. That's why they call it a practice. I actually had someone tell me that when they root canal the wrong tooth.
Oh, they did that to my husband.
Yeah, they said
Well,
that's
that
why
one
they
would have
call it a
needed it
practice.
eventually anyway, so, yeah. And
You make
they
mistakes
made him pay for
sometimes.
it and then do the next tooth.
Yeah, and I had to pay for it, right, and I had to pay for the unnecessary root canal. It was
Yes.
ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, are you kidding? You did the wrong tooth. Yes, they did the wrong tooth on my husband, and they charged him for that and charged him for the next
Right.
tooth.
It's crazy. It's
Wow.
it's out of
Wow.
this world. Crazy. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So this guy charged me for injuring me.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think? What do you think? Put a 1 up if I should sue the guy, or put a 2 up if you think I shouldn't? I'd like to see what you guys think about this.
It'll take a minute.
1 for sue him, 2 for don't sue him.
And then there's a crown, right, Kim Ellis? Yeah.
And he's very arrogant, I might add. Very arrogant. I don't see anything yet. So you
It
guys
takes a
don't think I
minute.
should
Yeah,
sue him?
there's a delay. So, there
Okay.
go the ones.
All right. Okay. Oh, I see it now. Okay. Huh? Looks like the ones that got it here. I am so upset about this. I just can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. Okay.
If he didn't charge
The Curry, you're voted 3 times now. I'm just telling you, I see that.
And 4 times.
4.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your uncle got a bad heart, and they still charged your aunt for his death. Crazy. Wow.
You know, they claim that certain nerves grow back, and I've waited and I've waited and I've waited. And yes, I've gotten a slight amount of feeling around the edges, but I still have half my abdomen paralyzed. Paralyzed.
Right, yeah, that's, yeah. I remember you telling me that. I didn't realize it was only a year ago. I thought it was...
Exactly to the day, a year
Wow.
ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe it was just the shock of my husband handing this to me to look at.
Right,
But
yeah.
I just said, are you kidding me? Are you even kidding me? So, charging me of all the nerve.
Yeah.
I just think that's unbelievable. But anyway,
Yeah,
that's my rant.
so, yeah, you come down off the ceiling and, think about it over the weekend. Maybe consult with someone and see.
Oh, I already know who I'm going to use.
Oh, okay.
Remember Dr. Death? You remember Dr. Kevorkian?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that represented him. That's who I'm using.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody wants to know?
Is Dr. Kevorkian dead?
Yes. Oh, yes. He's long gone. He's been
long-
gone for quite a while.
He's long gone. He didn't take his own life, right? Did he die of natural causes?
No, I think he just, I think he died. I don't think
Okay.
anybody helped him. I mean, it's entirely possible that he, did one of his own concoctions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy was so smug and so out there. And it was weird when my husband and I were in his office afterwards, because I said to the people visiting, I said, I want to go home. No, we want you to stay here for another 4 days. I said, look, I haven't had sleep in 48 hours. I'm in horrible pain. That he didn't leave any instructions, no orders, no nothing. I said, I'm going home. And finally, after a little bit of going back and forth, they said, fine. Because I didn't want to sign out against medical advice, AMA. I wanted to be legitimately discharged.
Mm-hmm.
And when my husband got to the hospital, when he leaned over to give me a kiss, he also dropped something in the palm of my hand. And I took it as fast as I could. And then I got another one when I got in the car. I was in pain. Of course, they didn't discharge us till rush hour, so it took us, close to an hour and a half to get home instead of 45 minutes. But hey,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Anyway, I'm just so angry.
Yeah,
So
understandably. Yeah, understandably. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
So.
and yeah, don't. At least I don't go to Tuesday morning because I don't have one near me. Otherwise, that could.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you guys about Tuesday morning just real quick. You know, I was on my day off, and I think it was a Tuesday morning when I was Tuesday morning. But anyway, I was there, and I was just wandering around. I'd only been to the store once before with my niece, and I said, "Oh, I was actually going to like Whole Foods, and it was right next door to it, and I didn't know it." And I said, "Oh, I'm going to go in there first."
Right.
So I went in, and I'm just kind of wandering around looking at things and what have you. And I was standing at the back and just kind of looking at stuff. And the next thing I knew, I was like on the ground, but my arms broke my fall. And my head's spinning, like, you know, you see canaries above your head.
Right.
That's how it was for me. And I'm just like, I didn't know what had happened. I knew it had been raining before I walked in. I thought there had been a tornado. I couldn't figure out what had happened. But there was this mirror laying on the floor next to me. And the mirror was about maybe 9 inches in diameter, maybe a little bigger than that. But the mirror was if I took my arms and kind of like, you know how you, like the little ballerinas put their arms above their head, but they touch their hands together. It was about that big, but it was 2 inches thick of concrete that fell on my head. So it was like a cinder block falling on my head. And it put a dent in the top of my head, but it also, as it did it went all the way, the shock waves went all the way down my spinal column, and I ended up having my neck fused in 3 places. My back has been fused. I instantly tore both my rotator cuffs. So they've been putting me back together ever since. I still have to have my left shoulder done. I can barely bring myself to do it because I remember the pain from the first one, but the first one, that's why it was called a slap tear, and there's only a couple ways you can get one of those, and one is falling forcefully on your arms, and another are the major league pitchers, people who pitch, and it's the bit that holds your arm in the socket, and that it's a group of SLAP, it's a group of like muscles or something, and all of them tore. I had a full tear. So they also had to take off part of my collarbone and all kinds of stuff. It wasn't just, we'll go in and fix up a rotator cuff tear. There was a bunch of stuff that I'd done and torn different things off bones, and, you know, so they were tacking everything back together, and that was horrible. And I know that the left arm was as bad as the right because they gave me a choice which one I wanted to do first. So.
Were they standing over you when you came to? Were people on top of you, like looking at you?
What do you mean?
Like the people in the store, were they all around you?
Oh, hell no. No. There was somebody shopping back where I was who saw everything, and there was a clerk up at the front, and then another one came there because the one at the front called and said that they had an incident that she didn't know what to do. Meanwhile, I'm like, my head is spinning, my eyes are cross-eyed, and I'm like, I don't feel good. And they're like, well, we need you to fill out this an accident report. And I'm like, I don't think I can. You know, I really don't feel right. And they did not call 911 for almost a half hour, when literally, if you looked out the window, the fire department was next door. They could have walked across the parking lot, okay? The paramedics, they did not call them for almost a half hour. I said, I'm really dizzy. Well, just sit down. Well, I should have just laid down on the floor. But I'm standing and I'm going, there's nowhere to sit. And then I looked at the display and there was a chair, like one of those folding wooden chair things, in the display window. And so I took it out of the display window and I sat on that. It was...
Oh, gosh.
They were horrible. And the one woman kept calling everywhere she could think of. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And she kept saying her forehead's bubbling up. I'd never heard that word before. It's bubbling up. And she was taking pictures with her phone. And, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Gross. Oh boy. That's
anyway,
something.
that's my story, and it was bad. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got a traumatic brain injury out of the deal, and then I also had what's called post-concussion syndrome.
Ugh.
So, and I kept saying, when can I go back to work? Can I go back to work? Well, my speech was all screwed up. There was all kinds of things going on. And my doctor kept saying, no, not yet, not yet. And finally he says, you're never going to go back. So that was it. And so I applied for disability, and believe it or not, or don't, or whatever, I got it on the first try, which we didn't even know. Just a deposit mysteriously showed up in our bank account. I'm like, what is this? And we finally figured it out a couple days later, well, obviously, because a letter came from Social Security saying that I had been approved. And when I got that letter, all I did was sit there and cry and cry and cry. And my husband says, why are you crying? I said, because they gave me disability. I'm worse than I thought,
Yeah,
because they sent me to their doctors and everything else. And I thought, well, they're not going to give it to me. I mean, this is ridiculous. They'll never give it to me. Oh, yeah, they did. So, yeah, it was
crazy.
weird. But anyway, that's my story. Now y'all know the story about the thing that fell on my head and why I don't like Tuesday morning. And they went through 5 sets of lawyers, 5. They just kept bringing in new sets. Say, nope, you're fired, and they bring in the next set, the next set. But they couldn't get me to change my story. And here's the deal, and you said it in the chat. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember a damn thing.
Right, yeah.
Period. You just, and I kept saying to them, why don't you have cameras? Why don't you have CCTV? And they said, what do you mean CCTV? I said, I work at the airport. There's cameras everywhere. I said, I can't believe you people run a business without cameras. And I think that they did have them. I think that they just got rid of the stuff, and they also closed that store. So I think that they did have footage of exactly what happened to me.
Right,
it just fell out of the blue. It just fell. And I came to my own conclusion. It was like a pegboard type arrangement on the wall. And the manager or assistant manager's office was behind that. I think that she leaned against the wall or bumped into it or something happened, and guess what? The mirror just fell off the wall onto my head.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
that happens. That's why I get so nervous hanging some stuff up like above doorways and stuff, because if the door like closes, they can come flying off the wall, so I've seen that happen.
Yeah. Well, I position myself in like places like restaurants and stuff. I don't want to have the booth in the back in the corner with painting hanging over it. Because I'm like, oh my God, it's going to fall on me and something's going to happen. And I will always say, no, I can't, no, you're going to have to find a different spot. I can't sit there.
Right, yeah,
so,
obviously, yeah. All right, well, nice to have you call in. I wish it was better circumstances, but still good to hear your voice.
Well, don't you think that's the craziest thing in the world? That he actually charged me for his error?
Yeah, I know. It's nuts. You wouldn't think it's just crazy. But doctors, dentists, they think, whatever they do, they can charge for you, and if it's wrong or mistake or whatever.
Yeah, well, he's going to be hearing he's going to get a little greetings letter, I'm afraid now. I was trying not to do it. I didn't want to, but I'm going to do it. Yeah.
All right. Well, let us know how you make out.
Good night, everybody. Now I'll come back and behave because now I'm mad, okay? So you don't really want to make me mad.
Yeah, don't make Sharon mad tonight. She's got extra turkey legs.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so now you know that story. Okay, so let's talk about Della. Then we're going to go, and Alyssa, you could call in at the end, but I just want to get finished with what we have to do here. Because, we spoke about something, then someone came in and said, what's going on? We spoke about Dulos' note, and then now we're going to go and talk about just Lori Vallow. I'm putting Daybell's in okay. Now I've given her a new name. Vallow. Now I have to delete this live because I made a mistake. And we're not supposed to make mistakes. Lori Vallow, but it's almost like one of those, which was the Brad Jelena, if we're putting them together, Dallow. All right, anyway. Lori Vallow didn't show up. Her oldest son, okay, made another video for his mother to say to please, come on, stop this. And she hasn't come there, and they haven't arrested her. So I don't know what they're doing. No, Alyssa, after we're done with this, because I just have to get through this stepmother interview, because it's time is of the essence with it, because the little boy is missing. All right, but I do want to hear from you. Just hang on there. So, anybody else? Any other questions about Vallow? There's not much going on except the son making the plea for her, and the sister-in-law and the grandmother, and that's a weird situation in and of itself, calling her a monster, saying she's playing games. You hope they don't do something to him for speaking out. I think he's old. I don't think they're going to do anything to him. Well, hopefully not. All the death that follows, right? Yeah. Hi there, Maui Chickadee. How are you? Did you get your new puppy? Maui Chickadee's getting a new puppy. All right. So let's look at this other interview. Did you watch the interview? Let me see if I can get a link, and if you didn't watch the interview, because, wow. I don't know how many things that I only watched it once, and okay, apparently hold on a minute. I'm going to get it for you if you haven't seen it, because I know some of you haven't seen it. They don't show her face. They show the back of her head. Okay? Now, they're standing outside interviewing her. Hold on. This is just, I'm trying to get the link for you guys. And her hair looks like it hasn't, I don't know, it's windy, but it looks like it hasn't been washed either. Okay, it's like, I thought it was wet. I'm like, is that wet, or is that like really, really, really super, super, super oily? And I think it was the latter. She then says she doesn't like what's happening all over social media, and why she's very upset at the El Paso Sheriff's Department and everything. Hold on, it's making me wait for this link. Because they said she wasn't cooperative, and that's not really the truth. And they're like, well, why did you keep... She claims like they locked her in the interview room. They would not let her get a lawyer, that they were blocking the door, and they said if she tried to get out, there was, like, just like stuff that you can't say. Like, if you try to get out, we're going to get you for noncompliance. You can't get a lawyer. You have to sit here and talk to us. And then she claims that they put her daughter in handcuffs. She also claims that her daughter, 17 years old, but is in the Air Force. And at first I thought like ROTC or something. But then that story wasn't adding up what she was saying there either. What was really troubling is when she spoke about Gannon in the past tense, okay? How he was this and he was that and he was this and it was just, she spoke about him like that. Then she would say, oh, when he comes home, everybody's going to owe me this big apology, especially my husband. So that was like 10 red flags going up, because now her husband is suspicious of her as well. It's not just social media. It's her husband. So that was really beyond bizarre. And then she said, then she calls her daughter over And I don't know if she knew the camera was running. And the daughter goes something like, "What do you want me to? You want me to say yes that he was home? Yeah, just want you to say yes." And then she's like kind of answering the daughter's questions. It was very, very odd. I can't see your chat because I'm trying to get you this link, and the computer's just going crazy. So then she says she can't go home because her husband's ex-wife is living in her house. What? It's so much doesn't make sense. It's really, really crazy. But let me see here. This is, I don't know if this is the one that I watched it on, but you can definitely get to it from here. Let me see. So her name is Leticia Stauch, claimed that she was initially denied her request for a lawyer by the sheriff's officer detectives who would not let her even have water or use the bathroom. The tactics the detectives started to get when I would answer questions, she told the TV station. During that time, some of the things made me feel uncomfortable, the way they were saying things. So I immediately stopped and felt like an attorney would help me with some of the vocabulary and things like that I needed help with, and understanding some of the things they were asking. She also told this media station that her 17-year-old daughter was briefly put in handcuffs when detectives pulled over their vehicle Thursday. She claims detectives, had guns drawn and told her they were going to shoot her without identifying themselves as law enforcement officers. Deb Minent, a spokesperson for the agency, said she could not comment on Leticia's claims, citing an ongoing investigation. Minent could not comment if Leticia currently had a lawyer either. Instead, she said, the agency is trying to keep the focus on finding Gannon, not on Leticia. Since Gannon's disappearance, hundreds of volunteers have searched nearby fields and neighborhoods looking for signs of the missing boy. Friday, blue ribbons were placed throughout Gannon's neighborhood to show support for the family and let the boy know he is desperately missed. Thousands have joined online Find Gannon Stauch Facebook pages over this week, filling upon pages with speculation about what happened to Gannon. Authorities initially said his disappearance was being treated as a runaway. However, on Thursday, sheriff's investigators held a news conference with Gannon's parents and other relatives, at which they say he is now considered an endangered missing child. The designation was in recognition of his age, how long he's been missing, the cold overnight temperatures, and his need for medication. It also enabled the sheriff's office to assistance from the FBI and other agencies. In reference to the speculation that has been circulating online, a spokesperson for the sheriff's office said Thursday night that the misinformation spread on social media has been an absolute hindrance to this case. Leticia said that she's received numerous death threats. I took care of Gannon for the last 2 years in our home because his mother didn't want to do it, she said. I would never, ever, ever hurt this child. These people have their conspiracy theories. I'm like, what? Why are you saying Gannon is dead? He is not dead. We're going to find Gannon. Leticia Stauch reiterated that she and her family have been involved in the searches for Gannon despite Facebook users claiming she's been missing. She claims that she wasn't at these things because of death threats. I'm just ready for Gannon to come home, she said, most importantly for him to see his family. But second, I am going to be so ecstatic when I'm able to say to people that I hope they have a really sincere apology for all these theories that have come out online. As of Friday, the sheriff's office has received 72 tips through their communication center in Pikes Peak Crime Stoppers, the agency's website and phone tip line, all of which are being vetted. Friday, the office announced 11 groups assisting in search efforts. The FBI, Child Abduction Rapid Deployment, and they list all the things. Gannon's father, Albert Stauch, is a member of the National Guard 100th Missile Defense Brigade. Okay, let's see here. And again, Gannon Stauch is 11 years old. He's 4 feet 9 inches with brown hair, brown eyes, weighs 90 pounds. He was wearing a blue jacket and jeans the day he went missing, And if anybody knows where he is, 719-520-6666. And there is a video you can share that's in my videos where it gives all the information and his pictures in there. So that would be really good to share that so people can see it. And here's the link where you can watch the stepmother's, sorry, and it took me a long time to go get this here, her interview, but it's troubling, to say the least. Oh, now it's not, now it's not going to let me chat in here, and now that's the one thing it's not going to let me do. Hold on a minute. Let me open the chat. I've got to go through YouTube and put it in. Hang on. But it's just, something's very off. I'm gonna go back to the chat, but if you thought it was off, you know, if you have seen it, if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna put the link in now. As soon as I can get to the chat here. But it's just, something's very off. Why is the chat? Oh, here, finally. Hang on. Here's the link for the, there, that's the link where you can watch the interview if you haven't seen it. Hi, Diana. She seems very concerned about public opinion. Right, like that's like the most important thing is the public opinion, not that Gannon is home. It's, you know, the public opinion. If he ran away, well, Mrs. Roger Rabbit, what I said in the card, they I don't know whether it's just Colorado or whatever, any child 10 and over is treated as a runaway, and then they're not automatically treated as a missing person. I think that's crazy. 10-year-olds are little kids. If my 10-year-old was gone, wouldn't be that he ran away. I mean, it's crazy that even, you know, got in there. But that may have nothing to do with her. She couldn't talk about him going to the friend's house. And then they talked about him being kicked off the hike. They're talking about this hike now. And then she says something very interesting, that they went to McDonald's or Burger King, one of the two. Well, wouldn't they have CCTV of that? Do we know that there is CCTV of him in Burger King? Because isn't that very similar to what Mike Jones's wife said, that they all went to McDonald's and then they looked and there was no footage of them being in McDonald's? With her back to the camera, yeah. It's just sunglasses, yes. Very, very strange stuff going on there. I'm sorry. I guess the boy didn't have a phone. I guess not. Let me see what you're saying. I want to see what you're saying. Your friend, oh, okay. Hi, Mickey fan. Someone she's up to no good with. Emphatically shaking her head no while she was saying she loves Gannon so much. He was so sweet, right? You're gonna watch it later. There's a join button next to. Now I can join. Oh, okay. Thanks, Maria. She seems very concerned about public opinion. Absolutely. I barely have mental capacity for retaining the detail of a new one each day. Let's see. Worried about what social media thinks, yeah. But like all the stuff she says about the cops, they don't let her go to the bathroom, they won't let her have water, they said they're going to shoot her. You know, I mean... Repeatedly, right, Sunflower Brown. Yeah, she does. Now you're all out of pop. You have a theory, Sunflower Brown. What was it? She can't talk about the case, but she can run her mouth about how she's the victim. Yeah. Do we know about the medication? No, it's probably something maybe for ADHD or it's, I don't know, or maybe I don't know if it's a psychiatric medication or something. Stepmommy dearest, as far as a runaway child is a missing crazy. Yeah, I know, Sarah, especially, it's crazy. But I don't know what she's talking about. This hike, kicked off this hike, and then the way she got the daughter, and did you hear what the daughter said? Didn't the daughter sound like she wasn't being genuine? She says something like, I only watched it once, but it sounded to me that she said, what do you want me to tell them? You want me to tell them yes? Did anybody hear that when the daughter said that to her? And yeah, Burger King or wherever she went, they would have the video. I'm not understanding. Maybe Carolyn is into crime. What, Gigi? Gigi, you're not understanding? The area is full of military families. It's near a huge army base. I think Stepmom was associating with single military guys, and one of them did something to him. Oh, no. So, he does have a phone, Allison Ray? You heard that, Nacho? Hey, Judy. Hi, Soulful Music. Still reminds you of Kyron Horman case. And then, isn't it weird, like when he said, where did you go hiking? And she doesn't even give her daughter a minute to answer. She says it right away. And I thought there was a discrepancy with her daughter getting home from work and then about this hike. Can you put the link back up for the interview? Yeah, I've got to go. Hang on. There you go. Like mom coached her and she came and said he was going out with his dad. His dad said he wouldn't just walk off. Oh, my kids have phones. Yeah, they have phones. They both have phones now. And they take them with them to school and stuff, yeah. Sure. I don't know, at Boxer Rescue, yeah, is this strange? The daughter was coached. She seems like it. And then she kept saying, am I on camera now? Am I on the camera now? Right. Yeah, they didn't give her water. They wouldn't let her go to the bathroom. Come on. You just got home from my mama winning over $1,000 in machines. Oh, congratulations, Pug Mama. You got your new house? Hey, April Sunset, congratulations. The daughter definitely knows something. Her mom is afraid she'll slip. I think the stepmom did something to him accidentally in a moment of anger and is now covering it up. But what's with, like, I can't go home. His ex-wife is living in my house. And then, didn't you hear that? I want an apology, especially from my husband. Did you mention how she said the little boy was living there? Yes. Stepmom thrilled to have him down. I can see him not taking that phone. That makes me very, you can't. Hi, Nacho. Hey, Gigi, Lacey, my brother. Oh my gosh, Lacey. I mean, Gigi. Oh, that's terrible. Oh my gosh. How old was he, Gigi? I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. That's awful. Prayers, Gigi. I'm so sorry. Hi, Carpe Diem. Hey, Maui. You gotta watch it, Danielle? Yeah, watch it. His ex-wife is Gannon's mom, right? Yeah, Kemi, but I'm talking about the stepmother's attitude. Like, why would she say that about her husband? Why does her husband owe her an apology? Her own husband doesn't believe her. That speaks volumes to me. Hey, Dawny Color. Thanks, Pug Mama. And then she started mentioning stuff about her license, and people are questioning that. And it's not because I did anything illegal. It's not because of anything like that. It's because of we had to move or something, right? Hey, Serenity. You're still watching, Aries? Okay, go ahead and watch. You told us about that Bible woman. Yes, yes, I will. I'll read that comment. Don't you worry about that. That was the most. You talk about hypocrisy. Oh my gosh. My guess is that he went missing on Sunday and he missed school for a reason. She had a lot of time to cover. Does speak. I'm just saying Gannon's mom was. Oh yeah, I agree, Kemi. Of course, yeah. No problem with that. Hey, Stephanie. You're watching the video? Okay, go take some time to watch the video. Well, I'm going to put the video link up. If you haven't watched it, it's a short video. Watch the video. I'm just going to grab a drink because I didn't get one when I came on. So I'm going to grab a drink. Watch the video if you haven't watched it. Just watch. I'll be right there. I'm still here, but I just can't see. I think I'm going to have hot cider or something here. Yeah, watch the video. You went and you I'm just talking to you because my stuff is brewing. I went and watched it, so I think I'm all behind in the chat now. All right, well, catch up now because I'm getting a drink, Tanya. You were assaulted by my father's girlfriend. I had to hide in my bedroom. She hated me and told me if my mom hadn't died, my dad would have had an affair to be with her. Lovely. That's like a lovely woman. Hey, Two Scooter. Okay, so anybody that hasn't watched it, you're getting a snack, okay. Anybody that hasn't watched it, take this link and go and watch it. It's not long, but it's very telling. The area is surrounded by rolling hills, fields, and there are creeks down there in the woods. Is anybody in the any of the Facebook pages? I think you are. You Ariel Mama, Allison Ray. You made peanut butter toast. Just finished what I know. What is that hike about? And what about the McDonald's or Burger King that she mentions in there? I can't remember which one it is. Wouldn't they have CCTV? Wouldn't that reporter have said, well, why don't we go to the camera? You know, I mean, I know he wanted to keep her talking, so he didn't want to get defensive with her, but oh man, I had some questions to ask her. Oh, he was in his 70s, DG? I'm sorry. The video is very weird, T-Prang. Do we have an address? I want to be ready for the Google Maps road trip. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think my cider's ready. Hold on. Stepmom's description of Gannon sounds very rehearsed, like she had talking points she was running in her mind. Burger King. Okay. So, Sunflower, have you heard if there's any CCTV from the Burger King trip? You reached the limits, so you couldn't watch? Oh, really? Wow. Try to open the link in a new window, or maybe there is a, hold on, there is a Facebook link. It wouldn't let me open it a minute ago. Let me see if I can get it open now. Where'd it go? Hold on a minute. I'll try to go on Facebook and get it. Okay, hold on. I have another link for you, whoever said they couldn't watch it, okay? Here. See, this should work for you. Try that. All the stepmother talked about is herself. It was ridiculous. Yeah, I know. I try not to jump either. In fact, it was me that was saying the other day, right? Allison knows that, oh, let's not, jump. But seeing this, there's some wacky stuff in it. What's buffering for you? Which is buffering for you? Which one? You're scaring me. It's not my stream. My stream is telling me it's good. Your stream quality is good, it says. Okay, hold on. I've got to go get my thing. Okay, hang on. Oh boy. Okay. It's hot. That's hot. Okay. And she asks if they're still on camera. Yep. And then she says something like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Can we take that out of there or something, right? What buffered for you? I don't know. Well, that's why I will be searching all the articles tomorrow and see if they have any locations. Okay. Why back to camera? I don't know. I guess I have no idea. Kind of weird, right? Why sunglasses and stuff like that too. You're right. A sincere apology, especially from her husband. That was like really telling. And she can't go to the house. She can't stay in her house because her husband's ex-wife is staying there. That's just a weird thing. Like, the daughter didn't go on the hike. Right. I know, Tanya. That was another thing that was really... And she said something to the mother like, what do you want me to say? You'll watch it later? Okay, too, Scooter. Did you try the second link? Did you try the second one? Janine Stelladoro, happy birthday. Exactly. Her primary concern should be Gannon. Who cares what she's going through? If Gannon is in danger, why does she feel it doesn't matter? Oh, you should try the second link. And she said she has lived with Gannon because his own mom didn't want to take care of him. That Gannon lived with her, that she took care of him because, right. But I work out to fight the decline. It's your birthday too, Lisa? Happy birthday, Lisa. I'm sure the ex would be more than glad to stay with the hubby so she can have her house. She was all over the place when she spoke. Could be to divert the attention to other things. But do we know about the McDonald's? I mean, the Burger King? Because that was the same exact thing that Mike Jones's ex-wife, remember Mike Jones's ex-wife said that they were there with the kids and then said, oh, I was mistaken, we weren't. And why does she say he must have been kicked off the hike or something? Does she mean that they were hiking somewhere and someone pushed him off a cliff? Is that what she's talking about? Because I don't know. This is the first I heard about a hike. She's saying, Crystal, that the ex-wife, Gannon's mother, is staying at her house with her husband, and so she can't go there. And then what's the deal with them getting pulled over? The cops, she said, pulling guns on them, saying he's going to shoot her, putting the daughter in cuffs. No water, no bathroom break. You're not getting a lawyer. You're not leaving the room. Yeah, kicked off a hike. That's what I'm saying. Does she mean kicked off, like kicked off a cliff? She said he wasn't pushed off. And there are cameras at Burger King. Right, Amy's page, yeah. And then did you hear where she said they went? Do you know where she said they went camping? God something or other? Do you know where that is, Sunflower Brown? Where they went not camping, hiking? And she told her daughter what to say. Yeah. Ew, what? What's ew with Two Scooter? Garden of the Gods. Okay, thanks, Winter. Garden of the Gods. Do you know where that is, Sunflower Brown? Sounds bad that the daughter said, you want me to say that. I know, Foxy Bot. Doesn't sound good, right? Not at all. That was really troubling. You know it well, and so what? Did somebody get kicked off of a cliff there and never be seen from again? About the little girl. About the little girl. To Scooter, I'm lost. The little boy, Gannon. A boy. The park is very touristy, and I don't remember any big cliffs. Are there cameras there, like at the entrances and the exits? Are there any cameras around? I'm going to look up if there's any cameras around Garden of the Gods and okay. From their website. Okay, they have a live webcam provided by Colorado Springs Convention and Visitors Bureau. So they actually have, I'm going to show you this. Come on, it always takes 2 times. Get over there. Get over there. It's going to take 3 tonight. Look at this. Look at this. This is live cam going on right now. They have a live cam. So let me get back the chat. Let me get so I can see. Okay, Apple Stapple, I will. So here's a light somewhere. I sure hope they found this little boy. Yeah, we hope and pray too, Cammy. Good night. Careful on the... I know, the Google Maps, I know, feeding it. If I make a mistake, we need to delete the whole live. Carolyn, check your email. Okay. All right, you guys look at the live cam for a minute. I'm going to go check my email because everybody's asking me to check my email. I hear someone singing. Okay, I can't even get out of here to check my mail. Hang on. I hear like a choir singing behind me. They're pretty good. All right, let me check my mail. Okay, pick. All right, so what is this now? Sorry, I don't have the best handwriting, but I made a graph of the Daybell Vallow case because my brain was so scrambled. Okay, this is, oh, but this is a picture of the Garden of Gods. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Hang on here. Okay, so let me just see that they can see this in the window. Okay. I can make it a little larger probably. All right, so you guys look at that, and I'm going to keep checking the mail. Thanks, Aries girl. Okay. We've got a happy birthday, Janine. Thanks, Apple Snapple. Happy birthday, Janine, the Stelladuro. Oh, and you've got graphs. I see. Oh, Allison, did you ask me to? Oh, I didn't even see. Oh, wow. You told me to watch that interview, too. Look, I didn't even get to... I haven't seen my email since before I left. Wow, so we thought alike. Good. Oh, Margie, I just got your email, sweetie. I'll get right on that. Thank you, honey. Wow, I've got a lot of mail. Okay, to all of those that sent mail. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, you've got something else for me? Let me see. Is this something else? Or... Oh, to Burger King? Okay, hold on. Okay, so now we have... This is from Garden of the Gods. You have to Burger King. Let me push that up. Let me see if everybody can see that. Can everyone see that now? It's a popular place to hike. Okay. Your cold coffee has... Oh, you have a cold, Diana? Sorry. Hope you feel better. Okay. You've seen it in real life. Okay, so let's look at Let's just look at that website for a second. I really believed her in that interview, but I believe all the criminals. Gianna. At least you're honest, Gianna. Tomorrow's date, 2/2/20. Hey, yeah, Julie. You just got here, but can someone scoot over and let me rise in the front so I don't... Oh, yeah, JB, you're okay because we're not on the road. We're not on any road trips yet. Hi, Doug Parker. So, okay. She's claiming they went on this, so trails and hiking. Looks very nice. Self-guided hiking program or free guided nature walks. I wonder which trail they went on. So they can go on a free guided. That means there would be a guide that would have seen them, right? If they were on a guide. Did anybody ask them which one they went on? Yeah. There's another one. If you scroll back into the chat, you can find the other one. It's basically one trail with smaller trails. But is there a guide on it, Sunflower Brown? Park info. Winter months, 9 to 5. Pets are welcome. No overnight camping. She said they were at Burger King. I know. Yep. And there should be cameras that saw that. But there's also this Bighorn Sheep Day. Oh, wow. Sunflower, these bighorn sheep are just wild over there? You're calling shotgun, Diana? Sunflower, they're just wild over here, the bighorn sheep? Was there a robot? Oh, yeah, right. She says they went after the hike, Sunflower Brown. Oh, there are these roam around in there? Wow. Interesting. So here's drone footage you could watch. So you could go to their website if you want to go to the website, Garden of the Gods. Did she take any pictures? Did she take any pictures on their hike? People usually take pictures when they're on a hike, don't they? I don't know. People usually do. Oh, that. Oh, I thought she was just doing like a cell. I didn't see that. Okay, she's tied up there. That looks scary, that rock could fall. Thanks. Have they searched this Garden of the Gods? Have they brought dogs out there on the trails that she said she was on? Your aunt lives in Colorado Springs and gets bears in her backyard. I don't know, not if he was buried somewhere, Nacho.